Order, order. Hello and welcome to another episode of Reporters Without Orders, where we discuss what made news, what didn't, and some things it absolutely shouldn't have. Joining me today are two of my colleagues, Shiv and Tanishka, both of whom have been on the ground, and we've pulled them back to Delhi so that they can sit in the studio and talk about the amazing ground reports they've done. Shiv was in the Malwa region of Punjab, traversing Sangrur, Patiala, and then he came down to Haryana in the Kaithal district. Am I pronouncing that right? Kaithal?
Yeah, Kaithal.
Kaithal district, to report on something that is very dear to Delhi, Delhiites' hearts, actually even lungs, because the pollution here has been, as it goes every year, very, very bad. As of today, I think the PM 2.5 reading of AQI was around 250, which is bad enough, but it could have been worse. He was there trying to find out how one state has done better to control stubble burning and therefore probably contribute less to Delhi's air problem. And Tanishka was in Nanded in Maharashtra to cover the Bharat Jodo Yatra, which is a movement by Congress led by Rahul Gandhi. Has attracted a lot of media attention for its PR and pageantry and all those visuals of Rahul Gandhi walking with people from all parts of society. The other day he had Gauri Lankesh, the slain journalist, his sister.
Her sister, Kavita, right?
Kavita, then there was Aditya Thackeray. So a lot has been going on in Congress. Of course, it's fighting two elections in two crucial states, but Rahul Gandhi hasn't been campaigning. He was not there in Himachal, for
He's
sure.
going to be going to Gujarat.
But he will be in Gujarat. I was covering the Himachal elections last week and I didn't see him there. It was mostly Priyanka who was leading the mantle over there. So hi guys.
Hi, man.
How are you? How was Maharashtra and how was Punjab and Haryana?
Punjab and Haryana in terms of story, or
I mean, I'm sure the air was better there, right?
not in Punjab, but because there were some instances of farm fires.
Right.
So even the skyline was like, it was very hazy. The visibility was down.
Okay.
More so in Sangrur, not much in Patiala.
Okay.
And mostly I saw half burnt fields,
Right.
not completely burnt fields. That was the change that I saw
And you traveled
compared to
both the
others.
states with Madhu,
with Madhu, yeah,
our producer.
our producer.
And I think you guys are going to do a video story.
The video story will be out by the time this podcast is online.
Right. So I haven't seen the video story, but I have seen your stories, and the pictures and the visuals you've captured are very good.
Thanks to P. Madhu Kumar.
Thanks to Madhu. So was this your first time in Punjab as a reporter?
As a reporter, yeah, that was my first time.
And how was it reporting among the Punjabis? Because Delhi is city. A lot of people in Delhi are Punjabis, but I realized when I was in Punjab that the Punjabis in Punjab are very different from the subset here. What did you find?
See, the country side is always fascinating. Like you see the humanity in its purest form in villages.
Right.
And everybody was so welcoming. Like they would say, like, "Assi, hamare ghar pe aao. You should have tea.
Right.
You should have dinner also. Where are you staying?" They're so concerned.
Yeah.
Because some places where we went, it was dark around 6 or 7 o'clock. So they asked, like, where you're staying, like, will you be able to manage? Will you be able to go back to your hotel? Or where you're staying? Or we can help you with the hotel suggestions.
Right.
And we also had dinner at a couple of places. We stayed at 2 farmers' houses. Not stayed overnight, but we had dinner. And
Wow.
Did you guys change your base every night?
Patiala, so 2 days in Patiala, 2 days in Sangrur, and 1 day in Kaithal.
Okay.
So yeah, 4 nights in Punjab.
Wow.
So yeah, good experience. Very hospitable Punjabis we met.
Yeah, it is. And because, I don't know if it has to do something with the produce, but when I was there, I noticed that the farmers own a lot of land from the part of, I'm grown up in Delhi, but I'm from UP. So there are a lot of landowners in UP also, but the biggest landowner has 4, 5, 6 acres of land. But in Punjab and Haryana, especially, even in Western UP, you have land holdings that multiply. and there is a lot of produce, and I think that is linked with people's generosity in offering you food.
Yeah. So, thanks to Green Revolution, Haryana, Punjab are like, if you look at agriculture, farmers are better off in these two states compared to other states.
Yeah.
And as far as landholding is concerned, like 67% of Punjab farmers are either marginal or small farmers. So huge, huge number of farmers whose land holdings are small, like less than 5 hectares of land.
Right.
But even then, just because of mechanization of agriculture, the farmers are much ahead. Punjab and Haryana farmers much ahead compared to their counterparts in other states. So that's also that also contributes to their economic well-being.
Right. Coming to you, how was Maharashtra like? I mean, are Marathis in Nanded better than Marathis in Mumbai?
I mean, I've grown up in Bombay. I've been in Bombay all my life, so it wasn't that much change for me. But the yatra in itself was a very interesting, I think, reporting assignment.
Right.
In terms of the scale of things, it was much larger than I had imagined.
Okay.
Of course, Nanded is also, Congress has a stronghold in Nanded. So Ashok Chavan, who's one of the, biggest Congress political leaders in Maharashtra, that is his district. So he really did go all out in, the preparations. So the first day when I was going from Nanded city to Delgur, where the yatra was supposed to enter later that night, I was trying to not use my phone to conserve batteries. So I was just looking outside and I counted like 200 posters of Congress with Rahul Gandhi's face on it, promoting the yatra it was just like an hour and a half. So 80 kilometers, 200 posters. So just to tell you the scale of things.
Right.
And the yatra in itself, like I said, was pretty grand. And everything they say about Rahul Gandhi walking fast, all of that is true. Because the first day I tried to walk throughout, which was about 10 kilometers. I walked 8 kilometers and it was extremely exhausting because it's very hard to keep up with him. And you can't really be anywhere close to him because of the security. So that was certainly a factor. This was the first time in the yatra they had it was happening at night. So there was a bit of chaos involved as well. But the support that they got over there was certainly a lot. And of course, I was skeptical and I did ask a lot of questions to people about, what can walking really do? And is Congress going to be consistent with its changes? But I've come out of it a lot more. I do sort of believe that this could have an effect for sure. If not short term, definitely long term gains.
Okay. So, I think it might not be true, and I'm not drawing any parallels, but I see a lot of Rahul Gandhi's doing. I see like an attempt to do something on the lines of what Mahatma Gandhi did with the Salt March, traveling a long distance, and everywhere, your story says that everywhere he goes, there are a bunch of people who, some leave him, some new people join him.
Right.
It sounds a lot like the Salt March, and I remember reading it somewhere, can't recall, but that Gandhi himself, Mahatma Gandhi, used to also walk very fast, and there are videos of him doing it. So if you watch those videos, I've seen it. He walks really fast in those videos, and of course Rahul Gandhi also, as you say, does that. But he's also very fit.
Yeah.
Have you seen Rahul Gandhi? He's very fit, man.
Doing push-ups in conferences and seminars.
Yeah.
I've seen those videos. Yeah.
And then he had jumped into a river somewhere, and he came out. So his shirt was sticking to him. You could see the abs.
Yeah, but this Gandhi comparison is something that Congress workers have also been doing without really holding it back. I mean, when you ask them what can a walk really do, and they're just like, Gandhi did it, right? So that made a difference. Why will this not make a difference? So overall, also, I think the workers have been re-energized by this yatra. If nothing else, it's bringing a new life into them. So definitely it'll do some good for Congress. Just don't know how much and whether that can be a match.
But unless you're fit, you won't undertake such a yatra, right?
Shiv is just like focused on that point.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
That's true.
You have to be fit, right? To walk 10 kilometers a day, right?
No, 24.
24 kilometers a day.
They walk from 6 to 10
and they have
a.m. and 4
completed
to 7.
70 days, right?
I think a bit more than
70
that.
odd days.
Wow. Yeah, you have to be fairly fit to do that. I mean, I know Nitin Gadkari won't struggle right? But anyway, that is all for the video segment of this podcast. We will be talking to Shiv and Tanishka about their stories. Shiv has a very interesting hook in a story of why Haryana is doing better than Punjab when it comes to controlling stubble burning. And Tanishka has insights about the Bharat Jodo Yatra, for all its great photo ops, might be making any difference at all politically for the Congress party. And she's also met very interesting people. So we talked to both of them about their stories in detail, and you can catch this on the audio version of this podcast, episode 246 of Reporters Without Orders, available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
The subscription model is something that keeps Newslaundry afloat, but we need hundreds of thousands of people to completely transform the news ecosystem. So you pay for news, so it serves you. So click on the link with this video, subscribe to Newslaundry and pay to keep news free, और गर्व से कहो मेरे खर्च पर आज़ाद है खबरें.